Aldermen, members of council, Chief Executive Officer, members of the administrative staff, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you the Chairman of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, Councillor Terry Rundle.
A pleasant morning, each and everyone. We now face the national flag, and we have the school children sing the national anthem.
Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea. This our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Please remain seated. Let me say special welcome to all my councillors, members of the administration, and all those who join us here this morning to have what I call a I'm a very happy man today that as chairman of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, I can chair a meeting of this caliber at the school that I started my education and finished my education. It was very touching for me last night here, remembering not only the links, but the joyous time, the time that my teachers and then took with me to make me who I am today. I sat here and I remember I'm celebrating 50 years with one beautiful lady from Matelot, and I met her just to the back of here is Standard 4. And this is very, very important to me because she's dear to me, very, very dear to me. As I watch to my right, I'm seeing people who watch me grow, who take time, because I was very troublesome, they can't tell you, but also used to listen. That take time to watch me grow. That take time, many a days, I didn't have anything to eat. They take time to make sure that I had bread. So my friends, it's very touching for me today. Very, very touching for me today to come back home. Place I love dearly. But most of all, that I benefit of a village bringing up a child. I can tell you that. There is no regret in I being a country boy. There is no regret that I need some matter. There are some regret when I watch the condition of our road, the condition of our beaches, the condition of our recreation ground. And sometimes, when I look at it, it's just sheer politics for the people of Matelot. And I can say that government group, the people of the rural area suffer a lot. And we at the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, our vision, that's why we're reaching out to communities, is to improve the community, improve the standard of living of you beautiful people, the people who know what country life is all about. We learn to share, you know, we learn to give. Many times people say, Terry, you like to give. Not so. I got it from people like Clyde, people like Jose, people like Maureen, people like Janet, people like Pinky, James. They always have something to offer. We leave our beds sometimes and sleep on the ground to be straight. And I'm saying all this for what it goes to you, the younger one. I'm appealing to you all to take a page out of my book and live that life. Make sure you have that religion upbringing and make sure you share, make sure you stay good morning. Most of all, that respect for the seniors. I beg you, I urge you, and you, the children of Matelot, I want the best. I am proud. This morning I'm going to honor Jonathan Shares. He's flying the flag of Matelot, just as Movement Son did. Jonathan Shares is flying the flag. It's just so sad that his mother is in the hospital. But I know the Almighty God will give her that health and strength to come out to see Jonathan. And I was pleased and touched to know that he went to his mother bed with that medal that he won in the character game. That is what it's all about. Councillors, CEO members of the administration staff, this village of Matelot still know what love is all about. This village of Matelot still has a long time. It's sad to say, but I'm proud to say that the long time tradition, we could walk into any yard and you could take whatever you want. But I ask councillors today, don't do that. Don't interfere with the people's food. Price of chicken, very expensive. But there's love in Matelot. You get a fish. And today, I am happy. Very, very happy that I can come back home. Today I'll be giving out some stuff to the people of Matelot, the police, the health center, the schools, the churches, fishermen, children. I'm giving back. And that then stopping me from playing Santa Claus for 40 years. It started right in this school. Right in this school. And I am so happy. Very, very happy to be back home. So today, I will ask my vice chairman, before we go into the confirmation of the minutes, I'll ask, starting from my vice chairman, to introduce himself, go right down to my councillor from Valencia. They will introduce themselves and we come over to the administration and then we'll start the day proceedings. Vice Chair.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Councillor Barry Lochan of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, and I represent the Mandanilla Electoral District. Thank you very much.
Teachers, students, members of the administration staff, so council, my name is John Wren. I'm from a nice country, as the chairman has said, from a area called Kumutu. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, members of the administrative staff, boys and girls, teachers, members of council. I'm Dean Francois, and I'm an alderman of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, which means that I represent, I'm a non-elected official, and I represent the entire constituencies of Toko, Sangre Grande, and Kumutu Manza.
Morning and evening 99.1, radio station 91.9. Sorry for the 8 that I added. This is the gentleman. Plain talk, bad manner. That is the man. You didn't realize that is size. That's the man. Okay? Let me hear another round of applause.
Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Chairman, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, boys and girls, teachers, and residents of Matelot. My name is Lorraine Heath. I am the councillor for Sangre Grande Northeast.
Thank you, Chairman, as you welcome us to your area here, and CEO, members of administration, the protective services, all our lovely children, which I've been accustomed to for over 40 years because I've been a teacher for that number of years, and the parents, teachers, and the elders in the community. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kishore Satram. I'm an alderman in the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, and it's my pleasure to be here.
Yes, that will be the Santa Claus for today. You all see the bus is inside here. Later on in the proceeding, Mr. Satram, who is the manager of the ESC Sangre Grande, have an important announcement to make. So be on the lookout.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Chairman, CEO, councillors, members of administration, police, the media, members of the primary school, Matelot Primary School, boys and girls, and members of the community. Very pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. My name is Ravi Lakan. I'm a councillor for Brigade Orphanage. And like Chairman, my area is also a very rural area. So coming into this area reminds me a lot of my electoral district. So once again, very good morning.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, administrative staff, council colleagues, media, security, staff and students, community. I want to thank you for warmly welcoming us to your common village. I've been here before with the chairman. My name is Patricia Debian Harris, and I'm the councillor for the electoral district of Sangre Grande.
Good morning, Chairman, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, protective service, media, boys and girls, teachers, and staff of the community school, and of course the Matelot residents. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Alicia Thomas, councillor for Sangre Grande Northwest.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, CEO, members of council, members of the administrative staff or protective service, members of the media, students, teachers, members of the Matelot community, a pleasant good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Rajkumar Bhagelu, and I represent the electoral district of Kumuto Tamana. Thank you very much.
And this is our baby of the team, Councillor Gil Valencia.
Good morning, Chairman of Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, CEO, members of council, members of the administrative staff, fellow students, teachers, members of the community within this beautiful community of Matelot. I'd like to thank you for welcoming us here today. Your gracious attitude this morning is astonishing. It's something that I am appreciative of. My name is Simon Gill. I am the councillor of Valencia, which is the heartbeat of the Sangre Grande region. I'd like to thank you.
I'm Sergeant Ram, attached to the Sangre Grande Municipal Police.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Ravi Maraj. I'm your Principal Medical Officer of Health of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation. And for the kids, that simply means the doctor in charge of public health. Thank you.
Dr. Ravi, you know there's a whole attack on the police station, not by bandits or gorillas, and by flea. So Dr. Ravi, we come to help you all here today, both here in Toko, Matura. Okay, so let me aid again for Dr. Ravi.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Omati Gajra, acting accountant to Sangre Grande Regional Corporation.
Thank you.
Maxim. I am the disaster management coordinator of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation.
I'm also aware that Mr. Martin is doing human service on the North Coast. Just 2 or 3 months ago, they were all in St. Helena and Santa Cruz Road, and he's always there, ready ready. Yesterday we had a fire in Rampanalgas, and he always there to assist. Our county superintendent.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Raymond Suchan. I'm county superintendent of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation.
You all remember 2 weeks ago we had upset a hole in Andrew Street, Samuel Street, Santa Cruz Road, Pike Street. They said the gentleman had to talk to him. We call him Action Jackson. And I urge you all today, he's not here for complaining, he's come to enjoy Matelot today, so ease him up today. I want to take this opportunity to introduce a lady. The other lady is not here, but 2 ladies that I found that is very, very supportive. You know, very, very supportive of not only Terry Rondon, but all of Sangre Grande Regional Corporation. You could call on Buji, you could call on Ms. Mohammed anytime together. Rena, as a matter of fact, Karen, that staff at registry, you could call on them anytime. And Ms. Buji and Mohammed, I've cut her name short because she's my favorite. I really and truly want you, the people of Matelot, anytime I see Ms. Buji, she drive a red car, PAW, 1871, treat her good service. I know our CEO, a gentleman who is always, you also we had a discussion early on, is for community, rural community, a gentleman that we can talk to, a gentleman who sees fit, you know, you want to go to Matelot, you want this for Matelot, let's go out, let's reach out to the community. If you all remember 2 months ago, down at the river, together with self-help, that we building a park, right? And my CEO is very, very instrumental because some of the funding have to come from the regional corporation to prepare the ground for you, the people of Matelot, your children. I remember as a boy going by the river, what we used to do? We have to dive from 15 feet up. Those of you all know ugly. If your mother say or your father say, no, you're going ugly, lift when you reach home. Right? And today when you go to that river, you have no more ugly. You don't have pretty. Because the people burn the banks, they cook, they do all kind of things, and it's just that the Matelot River is going haywire now. But we want to improve it. We are putting swings. We didn't have swings. We used to swing like Tarzan down at the river, but now I'm seeing that the children will get modern swings and bench and things. And I am grateful to my CEO. I know I asked him to introduce himself to you.
Chairman, aldermen, councillors, members of the administration, members of the media, the principal, staff, and students of the Matelot Community Primary School, I greet you with a pleasant good morning. My name is Jamil Chedi Amiral, Chief Executive Officer of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation. I will want to use this opportunity to extend our sincere thanks, appreciation, and gratitude to the principal, staff, and students of the Matelot Community Primary School for accepting our request to host this statutory meeting at this venue. So I once again thank you all very much. As we go around the table this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we are hearing the words councillors and aldermen. And I want to indicate that a councillor would have been one of the persons who is in fact duly elected to office in accordance with the Representation of the People's Act for a local government election and subscribe to an oath of office in order to become a councillor and a representative for an electoral district. An alderman, on the other hand, is in fact a person who has been selected in accordance with the provisions of the Representation of the People's Act for to hold the position of alderman at the various corporations of which Sangre Grande is also one. I would just like to indicate further that the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, in fact, is headed by the Chief Executive Officer in terms of the administrative arm. And as you can see to my left here, a lot of the heads of our various administrative departments have joined us at this statutory meeting. Equally, Mr. Chairman, the corporation also comprised the political arm, which I previously indicated comprised the chairman, the vice chairman, and also members of council comprising councillors and aldermen. So I thank you very much and look forward for a very productive and fruitful meeting.
Personnel and public health. We have 6 subcommittees. So we go through our meetings during the month, and on the last Thursday of each month, we ratify all and we call it the statutory meeting, where the councillors in a different committee, you will see them stand up, present their meeting for adoption. Someone will get up and adopt it. Someone will get up and second when it is presented. So we'll go through that formality. When that is finished, we will ask each councillor and alderman public business. They will talk, but today I ask them that their contribution be limited, not only because we are in Matelot, because I want to take them up to Shark River and show them a good time. The hospitality of you, the people of Matelot. So they are on a working holiday. So you always see them, but most of all, you will have a chance to witness your councillor or the corporation at home. So we go right into the confirmation of the minutes as the first part, and we go page by page, and then we'll ask for this as the statutory meeting, 6th statutory meeting for the term 2013-2016 held on the 24th of April at 10 a.m. at the Sangre Grande Hall. And we go with page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, we're looking for correction, omission, page 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
May I mention page 12, paragraph 10. Page 12, paragraph 10, the first line, and it should not be Mohammed Road, but Morambe Road.
Morambe Road. Morambe. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, page 22, page 23, 24, 25, and 26. Any correction, any omission? If not, someone move.
Back to move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Alderman Francois. Thank you, Alderman Ren. We go right into people's, announcement. Vice Chairman, announcement. Yeah, we'll pass it right now.
Mr. Chairman, members of council, CEO, members of staff, public admin. Our beloved people from Matelot, the police. Indeed a pleasure to be here this morning and to accept that invitation from Council Ronald, the chairman of Sangre Grande Corporation, to come back to his hometown and do this statutory meeting, which was so meaningful and so intense to him. I know he brought back a lot of feelings as he indicated in his speech, but I'm glad to be here. Actually, he's one of the men who is taking charge of the
northeastern seacoast of Trinidad and Tobago, while I am looking at the eastern seacoast, Marginal Mayaro area. So that we share a same view, we share same concern about the coastal erosion and all that stuff, and I'm very glad to be here to contribute with him and to support him in coming back to his hometown and do this needful to look after his people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Vice Chairman Luchan.
Good morning once more. Good morning, members of the administration staff, councillors, all the men and the lovely students of Matelot School, the visitors, the hometown visitors, the members of the protective service. I am glad to be up here. This is my third visit to Matelot, and it really brings back some similarities of my own village. And I thank you all for inviting us here. And I wish once again to say happy Indian Arrival Day to the members of Matelot, and thank you all.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, members of the administration, members of council, members of the public gallery, the media, principal, members of staff, community people, children. Chairman, I just want to thank the principal and your good self for taking the initiative to have us join in perhaps what may go down in history as the first statutory meeting held in Matelot, and I think that deserves a big round of applause, children. I want to express my heartfelt thanks to the chairman for the hospitality that they have extended so far. We shared some pleasantries early this morning. And of course want to thank the principal and the children for being so quiet and nice during this meeting. So thank you so much.
Good morning again, Chairman, CEO, council members, administrative staff, especially invited guests, students of the Matelot Community School. I would like to say good morning. Thank you for your hospitality here this morning. It gives us the opportunity to observe and address some of the major issues faced in this community, that we can go back and work together as a team, that we can solve some of these issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, members of the police department, the media, and for me, the most touching situation is knowing that we have an environment, a learning environment. This is where we are. We are all students of life. We are all learners, and learning never stops. And I'm very, very pleased that I am back in school, because I've been in school for many, many years, and it is a real pleasure to be here, and I can know about just being here, the challenges that sometimes we are faced with. And there's no amount of thanks that we can provide and give to the educators. No amount of money can pay any educator. And I have great respect for educators anywhere in the world. And coming into Matelot, based on the rural area that it is, I am saying that the teachers, for the people that I came in here and say, I know you all have done a fantastic job, so I want to extend that congratulations. And I see on the board here we have what did we do today? And every day, all responsible people. Those are the kind of questions we ask ourselves on a daily basis. And we have elders in the community here, and I'm sure that they are the responsible elders that I will always have respect for. And it doesn't matter whether we're in Matelot or whether we're in Port of Spain or wherever we are. Those are the key things that I would love my children to grow up understanding, that you have respect for your responsible elders, your teachers, your parents, and everything is going to really go well. I saw my chairman with some tears in his eyes this morning, And I can only imagine the emotions going through there, because to understand the opportunities that he had in terms of growing up, and again he recognized that he didn't grow up just because he had parents, but because he had a village supporting him. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and as we proceed throughout the day, I will be able to highlight some of the things that the chairman would want me to. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, members of the administration, members of council, police, media, administrative members of Matelot Primary School, children, members of the community. President, good morning to you once again. Let me first extend to the Indian community happy Indian Arrival Day holiday tomorrow. We have various events taking place in all of the different electoral districts, and we are trying to support them as much as possible. So once again, I say happy Indian Arrival Day to all. There's no place else that I would rather be this morning. And I say that based on, it's interesting to see a man of steel, made of steel, of the chairman, melt. His emotion just melts. And I can just imagine what is going through his mind to be coming back to his roots and where he grew up and having all these memories. So Chairman, I want to say thank you for the invitation. I know that this is history. First statutory meeting for this council in Matelot. It's the first statutory meeting that we've held out of the council, Chairman, am I correct? Yeah. So you are part of history. And there is no other place that I would like to, I prefer to be, but here with you today, enjoying this moment. So with that, I say thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, members of media, security detail, staff, students of the Matelot School, and members of residents of Matelot. First of all, I want to thank you again for hosting us this morning. And I have had the pleasure of working with Councillor Rondon for 4 years now, and I have known him for probably over 14 or 15 years. And at every opportunity, Councillor Rondon would mention his hometown of Matelot, how much it inspired him, and how much it influenced who he has become. And I want children here today not only to look at Chairman Rondon, but also let him be a role model for you all here. And it shows how far someone from Matelot could go. And I know he's one of the most humble human beings and most caring that I have known. So maybe we need to really grow up in rural villages or have the morals and values that the rural villages and communities have. So again, I want to thank you, and I want to wish the Indian community a happy Indian Arrival Day, and to wish you all a safe holiday weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, members of council, members of the administrative staff, protective service, residents of Matelot, principal and staff, students of the Matelot Community Center. I want to say it's really a pleasure in God's grace that he brought us here up safely. And what I like to say in terms of Mr. Chairman is that he stuck to his word, and he says that he wanted to do it for a long time, and no matter what, even though it was taking time, he did, however, make the option to really come out and meet you all. That shows, you know, it's not just about staying in a room and just discussing issues to make your area a better standard of living. He actually came to you to find out what you need, what are your needs, you know, what are your wants, what you like to see better for your community, and that is good of him. And he soon to go into other areas of the Sangre Grande region. And one thing I'd like to say, Chairman, that it also brought a lot of tears to my eyes in the sense that no matter how high you try to elevate yourself, no matter where you came from, don't forget where you came from, right? And again, I want to say a thank you again for a warm welcome from the residents of Matelot. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, CEO, members of council, members of the administrative staff, members of the media, members of the protective service, the principal, staff, and students of the Matelot Community School. It is indeed an honor and privilege to be here this morning in the hometown of the chairman of council, a man whom I know to be a very humble, a very simple, very caring, and one who has always had that means of giving to other people. Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for the hospitality extended this morning, and so too, I want to thank the principal, the staff, and all the students here at this college for the hospitality extended to us, here this morning to hold this meeting. Mr. Chairman, I also want to inform you that Alderman David Alfonso, he has asked me to let you know that he will be unable to attend today's meeting. He had another urgent matter to attend to this morning. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Chairman, Vice Chairman, CEO of the Corporation, members of Council, members of the administrative staff, members of the municipal police, students, teachers, parents, members of the community. Good morning, or buenos dias. The reason I say buenos dias is because while I was walking into the primary school this morning, about 4 students welcomed me in Spanish. And I would like to give a warm round of applause, a loud round of applause to the parents and teachers who are bringing up the students to be so most neat, brighted, most welcoming, respectful human beings that I know that this community could bring, coming from where the chairman has come from. So I'd like to thank you all, and I'd like to wish everyone, no matter what race that you are, a happy Indian Arrival Day, and please have a blessed weekend.
Thank you, Councillor Gill. Buenos dias.
Chairman, Alderman councillors, I would just like to announce that absent with excuse members of the administration at this meeting this morning is in fact our corporate secretary, the prisoner and industrial relations officer, and also municipal police inspector. Thank you very much. And our public health supervisor, Mr. Bahan.
Thank you, CEO. We now go into papers and correspondence.
Papers and correspondence. Item 1, a letter dated 19th of May 2014 from the Health Education Officer, Eastern Regional Health Authority, expressing thanks and sincere appreciation to the Corporation for our assistance towards its 6th annual Sports Day held at the Northeastern Regional Sporting Complex on the 23rd of April. Item 2, a letter from the District Engineer, Ministry of Works and Infrastructure, expressing thanks for our assistance in the inter-district football and cricket competition on the 27th of April.
The first correspondent will be noted. The second one to be noted.
Item 3. A letter from the career counselor, lecturer, Sital College, requesting use of the space between Royal Castle and Zrada Fashions to host an educational promotion on the 6th of June 2014 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Council. Approved. And lead with the municipal police, Mr. Ram. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Item 4, a letter from the event coordinator, Grand Riviere Village Council, requesting sponsorship to host St. Peter's Day celebration on the 28th of June. The total cost of $103,000. This includes tents, teachers, tables, entertainment, security, etc.
I will leave with them and then.
The letter dated 30th of April from Mr. Joe Millington of Leading from Above the Line, T and T, from Cochrane Street, Tinapuna, requesting approval for use of the Kumana Recreation Ground to host 3 weeks of residential retreats. The dates are as follows: 6th to the 12th of June, 20th to the 26th of June, and 11th to the 17th of July.
Yeah, I will have to leave the village. I don't know if you can talk in group, but there's any activity between that time. So, with me, I will get that. There's a telephone number. All right, after the meeting.
The North Mansalina Government Early Childhood Care and Education Center is hosting their annual Sports and Family Day on the 30th of June. They are requesting that the North Mansalina Recreation Grounds be cut and rate, and also that it be maintained on a regular basis.
Councillor for the area.
Mr. Chairman, I am very much aware of the situation. And Ms. Claire, who is principal of that child center, has been there for over 20-something years, trying to do the best for the children of North Mansalina. In the circumstances, Mr. Chairman, I understand the ministry has given us an instruction with regards to holding any kind of fundraising activity so that she knows that when you go in recreation or she want to always be recreation and do something with a fundraising measure to enhance the children. So Chairman, I'm asking please, the corporation may not be able to handle all of what she has for, but a reasonable contribution to the children. I really want to suggest in the area of over $500, and I am going to pick up the staff to support some prizes with that.
Thank you, Alderman Francois. Could you move $500 to the donation?
I'd like to move that $500 be made available to the early childhood center sports and activity hotel in North Mansalina.
Right? Okay, moved by Alderman Francois, second by Alderman Ren.
Chairman, I'm pleased to report that the ground has already been cut and already been rigged for preparation for that.
Thank you very much.
A letter from Mrs. Patsy Natron. She is requesting permission to distribute barbecue in front of Mirage Supermarket on the 6th of June at 12:30 p.m.
Councillor for the area. That's the distributed there. Approve.
A letter from Ms. Janine Reyes.
For Inspector Sergeant Ram, okay? There's approval for the distribution of barbecue at the front of Mirage.
Excuse me, big wholesale or the normal grocery?
Where?
Remember the
Mirage Supermarket.
wholesale and there's also
All right,
supermarket.
there's 2 supermarkets here. Mr. Ram?
We are looking at on the cannot block off the part of it. We are looking at that there's that table what it comes up, but the cannot block off.
All right. We approve it, but let the people live together, you councillor, with the police. And then they put out instruction. I don't want any embarrassment after approving. But if they're doing wrong, the first thing they say they get the approval and they block the whole way. I would like you to go with the police and we do it right. And we paving the way for other people. Thank you, Mr. Ram. Thank you, councillor.
A letter from Janine Reyes. She is requesting sponsorship for her daughter, who is one of the finalists in the Little Mastana Bahara Queen Show. The total cost $8,500. The event will take place in San Francisco Village on the 5th of June.
Councillor for that area. The address of that person?
Henderson Street, Sangre Grande.
All right, let's support the culture of Sangre Grande. I'll ask Councillor Lacan to move $500 in support of that young lady.
Resolve that the sum of $500 be approved for Ms. Reyes.
Thank you, Ms. Mitchell.
The River Social Action Committee is seeking permission to utilize the Plum Road Recreation Ground on Friday the 30th of May to host Indian Arrival Day celebrations.
Approved. Plum Road.
Mr. Chairman, I think that event has been cancelled.
Cancelled, all right, very good. So we leave room. Anybody else apply for that ground that you know of? Okay, all right. So cancel. Thank you, Councillor. Next.
A letter from the Secretary, Caratal Village Council, requesting 2 disposable toilets and 6 stage modules on the 1st of June at Caratal Recreation Ground.
Councillor for that area.
Approved, Chair.
Approved, right. How you getting the modules? You know the modules will be used on different areas for internal arrival. That's so complete.
That is what we can decide first. Today is the last meeting of this week. And I'm always about and that is
all right, but no fault of the councillor or anybody about the holiday came late. What we could do to help the councillor?
Mr. Chairman,
transport?
I remember the modules that were loaned to the people for the wedding that you were very instrumental in. Those modules are still there.
And nobody pick it up?
Together with the 2 portable toilets.
My Lord and my God.
I passed in there and I inquired about it, Mr. Chairman.
What we could do to the county, so we have 2 emergencies. One in Anglais, Commander, the sports is tomorrow. The Anglican school, 3 weeks ago, they sent me the letter was approved, the ground, the high was that we will call it. And now we have a situation, this is going on 3 months. Those 2 toilets are the people yard, and the people at fault were Brother Babalu. I can see you have 2 toilets at the yard for 3 months and they're not complaining.
I told them about that, Mr. Chairman. I told them that you were not pleased at all because they did not even say thanks.
Yeah, all right.
For all the efforts.
But I don't think we should leave it there for them to smell up the place because they're not saying thanks yet. Let us try and get it out from there as soon as possible. Complete to see what we could do to help that situation. Because I saw that house have children. And the children mustn't suffer for the others.
One of the toilet, Mr. Chair, is standing across the road on our Portugal Street.
That is our property here.
Right. And because the other one is at the back of the house.
All right, okay. What we're going to do is we'll move it on Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And toilets might not be used so you have to get some additional
But we got to do it, right?
Mr. Chair, those 2 toilets probably will need cleaning, so we cannot use those.
Yeah, I know. We know all that. Yeah.
And there have not been any activity there for a long while, Mr. Chairman. The people are now pulling their resources together to ensure that they keep the community closer together. So
Yeah, all right.
I'm hoping that it gets to be done further.
But I asked you also, Councillor, to pay some interest in that. Make sure you call Mr. Barron. Mr. Barron and him have the card, the company superintendent having that. And this goes to all councillors. Follow up. Take a visit to the company I think 2 days before these activities taking place, you know. The people of their own self, the only time they will call you, or they will make a noise, or they will criticize you the day of the activity when they didn't see. Nobody has the time. And as councillors, we go out and we work for the people. Right? And I'm telling you, that family, I don't think I will pass anything again for that family. That stuff belongs No, it's not belongs to us, and nobody say that.
I know, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember it says-
Sorry, I'm completely sorry. That stuff does not belong to the cooperative. It belongs to me, I take it. My responsibility.
Mr. Chairman, they called me and asked me to have the ground cut together to have some material on the ground so they could have a smooth surface for the events they are having. And the county superintendent, together with his staff, they responded immediately.
All right, yeah, okay. I'm sorry about that. The toilets are the module. I'm going to lend you the module, but the module will have to go back to tropical thing. You with me, Councillor? No reply. You with me? Yeah, the module that I'm lending you on Saturday does not belong to the regional corporation. I'm lending you it. And you have to go back and be that real fit again, right? You sure will go.
Thank you, Chair.
Anything you could do, complete for Anglican, the Anglican School of Kumana is having their sports tomorrow. Tomorrow, what about today? Not today? So take the salute tomorrow. I'll have to send somebody. Yeah, that boy, that village show. See these things in 3 weeks, I make sure. That one I make sure. That one. Yeah.
What time?
Well, it was start on 12 to 1 o'clock for the latest. You say Mark 10, but when you 1.
I think we have some information.
All right, thank you, brother. Okay? Right. Next. Sorry about that.
A request from Mr. Cyprian John for some modules and 220 by 20 tents to host a Thanksgiving ceremony on 4th Street, Sangre Grande.
4th Street, Sangre Grande, Councillor for that area. 2 tents and some modules. Could we give them the 2 tents?
7th of June.
As a Thanksgiving.
Yes, Chair.
2 tents and the module?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. Could Councillor Fancer pass 2 tents and 6 modules?
Being approved that 2 tents and 6 modules being made available to the folks at 4th Street Thanksgiving service to be held on the 7th of June.
Seconder, just as all this is taking place and we are given, I ask councillors to take a keen interest in the property of the regional corporation. You know, the time will reach that I will object to those things. I'm telling you, because I know I'm being there, how people treat our property after they use it. Councillors, try on it. The corporation property is just as good as ours. Okay? Next.
A request from Sweater Storing Team Football Club to use the regional complex Ojo Road to host football matches between the hours of 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on the 1st of June, 22nd of June, 29th of June, 5th and 26th of July. They are also requesting use of the grounds on the 1st of August to host a sports and family.
Councillor for that area.
Chairman, I approve the use of the ground on Saturday, 1st of June.
And
And the other days, they will have the days to be because of the multi-stars football.
laid the councillor approved for the 1st of June and laid the councillor of the area, Councillor Lauren for the days after. Someone move the approval.
I beg to move.
I'd like to second.
Thank you.
And no correspondence.
Thank you. All right. We have some tickets here.
We have 20 barbecue tickets at a cost of $50 each for Diane and Mike's first summer barbecue on the 31st of May.
Approved. Someone? Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Being approved that $600 be made available for Diane and my first annual barbecue to assist with the cost of the surgery.
You need a seconder? Okay. And councillors, I ask you all, stop bringing in barbecue tickets. We have ours. Today we should have been selling the people of Matelot. Anybody bring tickets to them? Because the money is coming right back to these villages. Right? Stop bringing. You have, yes. Stop. I am going to turn all barbecue ticket under Science Sangre Grande Regional Corporation. Okay? Ravi, you lucky. Okay, we go right into the, thank you, Ms. Bujun. We go right into the committee report, and we have health, and this is shared by Councillor Simon Gill. Could we have that young lady again to assist us in passing of the microphone?
Chair, I had an exam on that day and I was not able to attend.
All right, could you ask someone to do it for you?
I asked Alderman Wren to...
Alderman Wren. Okay. Just after statutory, you have it.
I have the honor to present the report and recommendations of the Public Health Committee meeting held for the month of May 2014 as listed from numbers 1 to 9 and from 423 to 498 respectively.
I second.
Right. And we go through. Children and people of Matelot, just brief. What is being done here right now is that we present the report and the recommendation of the health meeting that was held on the first Tuesday or Thursday of the month. And we have the person that moved it, the person that chaired the Councillor Simon Gill wasn't at the meeting, so who was at the meeting, they moved and they second. And we'll go through that minute for any correction or omission, and if there's none, we'll have the adoption. So I would like you all to follow how we go about. We have 10 of these meetings and we go through the same procedure in every one. Okay? Thank you. Page 1, page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are looking for? Yeah.
Page 8.
Yeah.
467, that should be removal of the waste next to the fire hydrant at Farm Road, Barbandi.
Farm Road, Barbandi.
As opposed to the other sentence below, two other sentences.
All right. Fire hydrant. Okay, so you're changing those three captions.
Toria to Barbandi. As opposed to the other sentences below it, the other two sentences below it, where you see Toria, there's supposed to be Barbandi.
All right, but Farm Road is all right.
Yes.
Okay,
Farm
so
Road or Barbandi.
we're removing Toure and replace it by the word Barbandi.
Barbandi.
Okay. That's the name of a road. I've seen a lot of smile on the people of Matelot. That's the name of the road up at Northeastern. Right. Page 9, page 10, and page 11. Any corrections, any omission? If not, someone move the adoption.
I move that the minutes presented here be adopted.
I second.
Thank you. We go to physical report and recommendation of the Physical Infrastructure Committee meeting for the month of May 2014. And we have the chairman of that committee, Councillor Lauren.
Thank you,
So
Chairman.
move the reception.
Chairman, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, and members of the public gallery. I'd like to take this opportunity and have the honor to present reports and recommendations of the Physical Infrastructure Committee meeting for the month of May 2014 as listed from 1 to 5 and 546 to 624 respectively.
Could I have a seconder? All right. And anybody that moves the minute, the person to the right side, which is the right hand, will do the move. Will second, okay? Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11.
10.
Sorry, 10. Sorry about that. See the one and six. Can I have the adoption?
I'd like to have the minutes adopted of the reports and recommendations of the Physical Infrastructure Committee of May 2014.
Second. the Physical Infrastructure Committee meeting for the month of May being adopted. We go right into Personnel Committee meeting, the recommendation of the Personnel Committee meeting for the month of May.
Chairman, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, protective service, media gallery, members of the gallery, principal, school and staff of Matelot, I have the honor to present the recommendations of the Personnel Committee meetings for the month of May 2014 as listed from numbers 81 to 91.
Could I have a seconder?
Seconded, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. We go through the recommendation of the Personnel Committee meeting for the month of May, page 1 and 2. Any correction, any omission? If not, will someone move the adoption?
Chairman, I ask that the recommendations for the Personnel Committee meeting for the month of May 2014 be adopted.
Thank you. The Personnel Committee meeting for the month of May be adopted. We go right to the report and recommendation of the Finance and Planning and Allocation of Resources Committee meeting for the month of May.
Mr. Chairman, members of council, CEO, members of staff, I have the honor to present the report and recommendation of the Finance, Planning and Allocation of Resources Committee meeting for the month of May as listed, numbers 104 and 174 to 182 respectively.
Could I have a seconder? Thank you. We go through that, those page 1 and 2. Any correction, any omission? If not, will we have the adoption?
Mr. Chairman, I beg the adoption of the Finance, Plan and Allocation of Resources Committee meeting for the month of May, listed number 104 and 174 to 182 respectively.
Could I have a seconder? The report and recommendation Finance Planning Allocation of Resources Committee meeting for May is adopted. We go right into the education. The reports and recommendation of the education meeting for the month of May. He's not here. Could someone who was there to do it? Mr. Satram? Alderman Satram? Guy?
Thank you, Chair. Good morning again to everyone. I have the honor to present the reports and recommendations of the Education Committee meeting for the month of May 2014 as listed from number 65 to 76.
Thank you. Can I have a seconder? Or Councillor Lacan?
So I would like to second those
We
recommendations.
go through that report, pages 1 and 2. Any correction or omission if so? If not, someone move.
I beg that the minutes be adopted.
Second. Thank you. The report and recommendation of the Education Committee meeting for the month of adopted. We have the report and recommendation of the public safety disaster for the month of May 2013.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, Councilors, Administration. Chairman, I have the honor to present reports and recommendations of the Public Safety, Hazard and Disaster meeting for the month of May 2014 as listed from pages from 1 and 42 to 47 respectively.
I'd like to second.
Okay, we go to the minute, page 1. Could we have the adoption?
Chairman, there be no corrections or omissions. I beg that the Public Safety Hazard and Disaster meeting for the month of May 2014 be adopted.
Seconder? Public Safety Committee meeting for the month of Security and Enforcement Committee for the month of May.
Chairman, I have the honor. Again, Chairman, CEO, members of council, other delegates. I have the honor this morning to present the reports and recommendations of the Security and Enforcement Committee meeting for the month of May, as listed from numbers 61 to 72 respectively.
Thank you. Could I have a seconder?
Thank you, seconder.
We go to those 2 pages, pages 1 and 2. Any correction, any omission? If not, someone adopt?
Chairman, I'd like to have the reports and recommendation of the Security Enforcement Committee meetings be adopted.
Seconder?
Make a second.
The report and recommendation of the Security and Enforcement Committee meeting for the month of May. Report and recommendation of the Social Welfare Committee meeting for the month of May.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, media, public gallery. So I have the honor to present the reports and recommendations of the Social and Welfare Committee meeting for the month of May 2014 as listed from numbers 59 to 66.
Would I have a seconder?
Chairman, I beg to second.
And we go through those pages, page 1 and 2. Any correction, any omission, if not, someone move?
So I beg that the reports and recommendations of the Social and Welfare Committee meeting be adopted.
Thank you. Could we have a second?
Chairman.
Thank you. Social and Welfare Committee meeting for the month of May. We adopted. Report and recommendation of Sports and Culture and Festival Committee for the month of May.
Good morning again, Mr. Chairman, CEO, members of council, members of the administrative staff, members of the media, security, principal, staff, and students of this school. I have the honor to present the recommendations of the Sport, Culture and Festivals Committee for the month of May 2014 as listed from numbers 151 to 163.
And I have a seconder.
I beg to second.
Thank you. And we go to the report page 1 and 2. Council, any correction, any omission, if not, someone move the adoption.
I hereby move that the recommendation of the Sports, Culture, Festivals Committee meeting for the month of May 2014 as listed from numbers 151 to 163 be adopted.
Thank you.
I beg to second.
The recommendation of the Sports and Culture Festival Committee for the month of May is adopted. The Transport and Logistics Committee meeting for the month of May.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, administrative staff, councillors, members of the public gallery, media, the principal and staff of the school. I have the honor to present the reports and recommendations of the Transport and Logistics Committee meeting for the month of May 2014 as listed from numbers 62 to 70.
Thank you. Could I have a seconder?
Chairman, I beg to second the
And we go to
recommendation.
the report pages 1 and 2. Any correction, any omission, if not, could I have the adoption?
I beg that the adoption of this minutes take place now.
Seconder.
I beg to second this adoption, Chairman.
Ladies and gentlemen, children, we have come to the end of our minutes. We have two. All right. So we don't have any motion, no petition, no question, and no personal explanation. Any? No. We go right into public. Oh, all right. No. Announcement. I forgot the most important thing on our diary for this week. Pan in the ground. We know transportation is a problem in Matelot to come down the road, but anything we can do to make you all come to Sangre Grande on Saturday, so there's some pan in the ground, we welcome you, each and every one of you all of Matelot. We try our best to bring it as close. We reach Grand Riviere. Police band will be in Matelot in June. I think the third Friday in June, the police band. I'm bringing the police band to the junction. And then mid-August, not mid-August, end of June, Fisherman Fest. 3 steel vans will be at the church. So we'll have you all, it will be left only to can't come to Sangre Grande. And I think this year Fisherman Fest will be bigger and better. The Great Race. Forget to announce that the Great Race, the regional corporate this year will be involved in the great way. So you the people of Matelot, I know you all have been people that took it from Matelot to Varenville, but it will be back in Matelot on a smaller scale. But you'll have back your great race. It's a solo day, whatever day you want to call it. It will be back with you the people of Matelot. Okay? And we go right into general business, and it's here where the councillors will explain to you all what they have in stock for you, the people of Matelot, and the people of their electoral district. Okay, so I want you all to sit down and listen attentively. Not only listen to when Mr. Satra, the manager of PTSE, is going to address you all, but each councillor here has something to offer you, the people of Matelot, and especially the children. Vice Chairman, Gareth Luther.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, members of council, CEO, members of staff, public gallery, our beloved Matelot people, the press, police. Let me say a special thank you to the principal and staff of this institution, the children, and all these people for allowing us the opportunity for Councillor Ronan to really dictate his history, you know. And I know today will be a very historic day because Councillor Ronan has made the turn from Matelot to the other end of Trinidad and Tobago and come back here. So he's here today, you know, to meet and greet with you in a special way at the statutory meeting. I want to start by saying that it takes a man like Councillor Ronan. It takes a man like Councillor Ronan with the endurance and the strength, courage, and commitment to do something like this. When I drove up this morning, the last time I came to Matelot was about 7 years ago because of an invitation by Councillor Ronan again. And today when I drove up to Matelot again, it disturbs me that I have to drive so far to come to a statutory meeting. And I am telling you, I know for a fact that Councillor Ronan is to make this trip 3 times a day, morning, midday, and evening, for the benefit of the people of Matelot. I can't do it. I am telling you, I cannot do it. I have Mandela, and one way to Matelot is the whole round of my electoral district. One way to Matelot. And this man has to be a unique personality. He has to be a man that God made with his own hands, I tell you, to do this job. No other person. I can afford to stand up here today and say that no other person in Matelot would honor that kind of commitment to ride up to Matura and do all what he has been doing, to go in all the ministries in Trinidad and Tobago, to sit with the council and dictate what we're going to do, where we're going to get the resources, from hampers come back, from beds, all the social delivery. Councillor Ronan is the man who dictated pace with regards to how we get it, how we distribute it, and ensure that the people benefit, not only from Matelot. When he's at the Sangre Grande Corporation, it comes like Matelot moved on, Manzanilla moved on, Kumoto moved on, you know, coal mine moved on. People from all areas of our electoral region comes to Sangre Grande Regional Corporation to receive something at some point in time. And I am telling you, again and again, the only man to do that is Councillor Ronan. I would wish today that at the level of chairman, he still will not have the amount of things, the amount of goodies, the amount of monies that he will want to expend on the public, on the general public. Because you know, at the end of the day, the government will send monies, but they send limited monies in some areas so that we have to cut and fit. You know, these are some of the reasons why you're here. People are asking for some contribution towards their sports and their fundraising ventures. And we still try to reach out to them, even though we may not have type of funding for that purpose. So that you hear him mention again, he's vexing because the corporation has a barbecue to raise funds to assist people. And here we are, supporting people with a barbecue that they have to sell to. But at the end of the day, everybody has to live, and everybody have to get a piece of the cake. So if the other people on the outside have a barbecue, we'll contribute and try to buy some too. Sometimes we need to buy from the council's pocket, and we don't mind that as well. But you know, I want to emphasize how strong Councillor Ronan is. And in holding the chairman, he has gone from a counselor, well, actually he said he was a student here until he finished the education in the institution here. Then he went out, you know, and do what he had to do. He participated in education programs again, and you know, he became more qualified to do what he's doing today. You have to be very proud that Councillor Ronan is the chairman of the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation. No higher position he can reach in the Sangre Regional Corporation. And if he has to move at all from the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation to any higher heights, then you will be voting for him as a minister of Togo Sangre Grande. My friend, as I drove up to Matelot this morning, I was very pleased. Despite the fact that the road condition was not good, you know, at some point in time I tell myself, like, I had to give Councillor Ronan my contribution to my roads, because I saw the road so critical. But at the end of the day, when I looked further, I saw the entire area have been lined with box trains. And the government policy and even the corporation's policy through the CEO and the chairman today spells out clearly that if you don't have box trains, you're not going to have a proper road. You pave the road and then it starts spreading when the heavy trucks pass on it. So the only thing to hold a good road is the box trains. And I see it's being done in priority. They're doing the box trains first and then you're going to get your nice roads. So I want to tell you that we're in good hands. Councillor Ronan is making the right representation. I think under the development program for next year, when I say next year, I mean next October, you know, he's going to be, he has input a lot of programs for your development in the area, and I am sure that you're going to benefit, you know, come October. So by Christmas you'll be, you know, you'll be well poised and you'll be enjoying all the parents because you'll be moving from house to house at a faster rate. So that, you know, whenever I come to the area, like the country area, I always like to re-emphasize my call, not only for me, but on behalf of all my councillors, the need for agriculture access roads. This is how you get into your land, to develop your land, how you get your produce out, and things to that effect. But we at the corporation have made a very responsible move in also requesting additional funds from the ministry on our next October program, and we, you know, in order to make a big drive with regards to how we treat with our agriculture access roads. We want a lot of gravel, a lot of oil sand, you know, a lot of cylinders to do the crossing and things to that effect. But we are coming there. We are going to be getting there by October. We really have a bigger drive and a bigger request for some more funding, and you are going to be the beneficiary of all this when it comes to fight. So at the end of the day, you know, you are taking care of property as far as I see, you know, and with regards to the social aspect, Councillor Ronan is really doing an excellent job. As the chairman of Sangre Grande Corporation, you know, it will be remiss of me if I don't really congratulate him, you know, for coming back to his area and really bringing the statutory meeting in a very positive way to treat it you. And I see he has some awards that he's going to be awarded later on. I don't know where the lucky people. But you know, when he talked about initially, when he talked about, you know, he grew up here and all the people who we saw here who, you know, assisted him in growing up, you know, it reminds me of the statement that he really made thereafter about it really takes a community to raise a child. And today that is all gone, it's lost because the community that raising child is no more. And you see what is happening. There is a reaction of what is taking place as a result of that action not happening. You know, you're finding most of the youths involved in crime and things to that effect. So I could just implore you to continue the old style, because at the end of the day, you always hear that people who attend the old school stand up stronger. They stand up to any kind of test, you know. So we must ensure that you, the people of Matelot, continue to do what you have been doing in molding the children in Matelot, ensuring that they grow strong, that they grow respectfully, and they grow educationally and all areas of social. So I want to thank you, the people of Matelot, for coming. You know, I want to enjoy the rest of the day to ensure that it goes on in my history as well, that I attended, you know, the statutory at Matelot. I know in the very near future, we're going to Manila, where we're going to enjoy some of the sea breeze, and I'll have to do the same thing that Councillor Ronan do. Similarly, we'll go in all the other council areas. So thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon once more to the administration staff, the chairman, the CEO, members of the protective services, the media, the school children, the members in the gallery. And there's a lot of glowing tribute paid to the chairman, which is fine, which is good. But the kids who are here, there's something that you will have to learn from that. You all could go higher. You all could achieve as much as the chairman has achieved or even more. So you have to look at it that to go far and beyond. You may have some challenges, transportation, roads, distance, but don't make that an obstacle. Don't make that an obstacle within your life at all, because you will have so much to offer. And I'm sure that the teachers, the parents, the elder folks in the community would want you all, would want to be proud of you all. Let someone excel. There's the young guy who went to the Caribbean Games and brought back a medal, which is very good. So it shows that even that you are in Matelot, when the distance is far, transportation may not be readily available, but things could be done. And especially that we are in a school. And I appreciate that the students, the people come out, the teachers and the people from the public. And it's something that, what can I say? There's so much that could be said, and I want to simplify it, especially for the students, right? But looking at, there's a primary school and there's a secondary school. And after secondary school, for the ones who has not made it, what is there? And this is an issue that I would like to bring up here. I was going through the papers, and there were a number of programs, and not one program was being put in the Sangre Grande area. Not all the students might be academically inclined, but we cannot leave them just to hand. And there's something that we have to work on. We must get some programs, some technical programs for the younger ones who have not made it, but life is not over. There are a lot of different things where you can make something of yourselves. Because the areas are predominantly fishing area. There's people who will have their boats, right? But there's more to that. The country and the world has more to offer. So I'll make my contribution short, because we are in a primary school and the students will get a bit agitated, because their time span is not, but my word to the students is that someone from here, the chairman passed through this school and he was successful. And you all can be seeing on, in fact, you all have to aim higher, because there is more out there now for you all. So this is my contribution to the people of Matelot, and I thank you for your hospitality. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chairman, CEO, members of the administrative staff, members of council, police, the press, members of the public gallery, students. Like my colleague and Alderman read, I'll just take about 5 minutes and take a seat, no more than that, right? 2? Right, so just hear me out quickly. Your timing. I want to speak specifically to the children, because I think we're in a school, and the purpose for us coming here is really not just to talk to the public gallery, to have them be informed that's what is taking place on their behalf. But I think more importantly is to address the students in this school and in this region. Not to know what I saw on Facebook, children, something that really blew my mind. But before I go there, I want to specially acknowledge my good friend Josanne. And Chairman, I found it strange that I asked Josanne earlier, what are the names of 2 students who were sitting there. I gave them a bounce while I was coming in. And Josanne, I told her to go find out who they were. And instead of going, Josanne told me their names were Antonio and Sinke. And I found that remarkable. Can you determine in another primary school,
the names of persons on a click of a finger. And it says to me that the community of Matelot, it reflects what Trinidad and Tobago should look like. You see, when I say a good point, I know that's a good point, I thought you would clap or hit the desk or something. I know that is a good point. Matelot is very special, and Josanne showed me immediately that this is a decent community. But I saw something on Facebook not too long ago, students, and it really got to me. I saw students from Togo fighting on Facebook. Yeah, and it got to me because that is not what I know this region is made up of. And I want to suggest to the teachers, and I especially want to suggest to the students, that we need to maintain our civic mindedness in this region. We need to maintain and hold high what we know is important in this region. We don't behave as those in the West. And I always maintain that your address, where you live, is not a predicate for success. Keyshawn Walcott showed us that you can live all the way in Togo and you can toss a javelin further than any other human being in the world. Keyshawn Walcott showed me that. And I want to suggest to all of the children, all of the young children, your address in Matelot is not a predicate for success. Those in the West, are so fickle, and sometimes they behave so strong as if they are responsible for the success of this country. But I want to suggest to you today, and through you, Chairman, that in this hall, in this hallowed hall today with all these children, you guys hold a bright future for Trinidad and Tobago. You, Josanne, you, Antonio, and Sinke, this country is dependent on people like you to create an environment. See, it has to start somewhere. I'm talking too long already, Statutory? Yes. Okay, it has to start somewhere. And I wish that it would start in Matelot, in this school, and filter throughout the country. Your address has nothing to do with whether or not you're going to be going to be successful. And because of that, Mr. Chairman, and the principal of the school, I'm urging and asking that one child, or maybe two children, can join me live on the radio to talk about this community. Children, not join me live on the radio at some point in time to talk about this community and what makes it so special. And I think this school is in the nutshell.
Thank you. Again, Chair, CEO, members of council, administrative staff, and children. I think I'm fortunate today. I'm not speaking to that empty gallery to my right. They have all returned. This morning, again, I share the same sentiments like my colleagues. My focus is more or less addressing the young people of Matelot and the region as a whole. My eyes have been open to the neglect and, what should I call it, some of the shortcomings that we face in the Sangre Grande region. And as politicians,